Yeah. Hello.
Everyone's gonna be like.
Everyone come to IC.
When you see the cruise,
Can you tell me when you see something? Let me know if I've got any fans from yesterday.
it's under the.
Thank you. I'll talk less about the dogs today.
That's Jake Kitchen. Yeah, he's from Chester. Yeah, Jake, how are you doing? Let us know. Go on, Jake, how are you doing?
Get on Twitter and we'll find out how Shipflick are doing. They're past Hammersmith. Right. For anyone out there, Shipflick are on their way down to us. They have the honour of being the first down the course this year.
Please vote in on who we should rig the times to make win.
We'll pretend that was a joke. So apparently Shipflick are past Hammersmith now. We can't yet see them at IC. But there is a pretty fat tree in the way, so... Good chat on the live stream. Look at the comments. Yeah, so Shipflick College won this event last year. If anyone doesn't remember, conditions were pretty poor.
You can talk about how great the school is.
And yeah, school's head was shortened to the bandstand, so that was an interesting race, but Shipflick won that. So definitely won't be worried by any tricky conditions. Country file is quality. Hi Fergus, if you're listening. While we wait, we did a poll last night. General consensus is that Paul's to win, followed by Eton, then Shipflick. But yeah, cruiser arriving now. General murmur from the embankment. They're at the milepost now. Not long till they get down to us. That's not crisp, that is smashed glass. That was a joke.
Obviously no smash glass at
That
IC.
was a packet of quavers. I'm sorry, my chat's as poor as ever. Shout out to Matt Rowe, mainly because that'll piss everyone else off.
My boy Matty.
Sorry. Yeah, they've got YouTube comments up. Oh, Casper's got a fan.
Hey Rosie, how are you?
All the IC people have turned up on the balcony, so if you hear any bad chat in the background, it was them, not us. It's a joke. IC is amazing. Hashtag Club of a Lifetime. Hashtag we are Black Blue Silver.
Shiplake are in sight. The police are here to take them away. Shiplake about to come past us. So Shiplake won J18 8+ at Quinton Head this year, but few key figures not there. Eton College weren't there. St Paul's weren't there. I'm here with Casper Boys of St Paul's.
Right. So Shiplake looking pretty strong. They've obviously lost a few of their key members from last year. They won this event last year, but they're still looking pretty long. They've lost Henry Boysbrook and Seb Newman, both gone into the Brooks program now. So they've lost a few of their key individuals, but they're looking good as a unit and pretty well drilled.
Eton coming into view now. Eton College, they haven't raced on the Tideway since their 4th place finish at Falls Head, but they've had Coxes being sent into the course, and it looks like St Paul's are pushing well up into Eton.
Yeah, St Paul's pushing up on them.
St Paul's favourites to win.
Yeah, St Paul's the only real boat to retain most of their people from last year. They're looking fucking strong.
Got Calvin Tarzi, Dow DeGraff and 5 and 6 eats who did Junior Worlds with Casper, who's with me now. Looking strong. George is missing a lot of hair. Send prayers. Pretty good. This is a big gap now. We're expecting Westminster. Westminster, we believe, have boasted a top quad this year. So not expecting them to be as fast as we might have expected in previous years. Westminster coming to shot now. So they say it won't be a top priority boat. A few lower than expected placings at Hampton and Quinton Head, 7th and 5th. Looks like Hampton are pushing into them as we come down here.
So I believe Westminster got a top quad out today rather than their customary top 8. So Hampton pushing up on them, it looks like.
Hampton, similarly to Eton, haven't raced on the Tideway yet this season. Bit of a disadvantage compared to the other crews who've been out at a few of the previous Tideway heads. Coming just after them, we've got, it's like Royal Shrewsbury School. With Abingdon pushing up onto them, almost got contact there. Shrewsbury raced at Head of the River yesterday, so I'd expect they'd be pretty tired. And Abingdon were only half second behind the winning crew at Quinton Head. Might be predicted hitting a top 5 position. Not actually sure who's following them. I'm just going to get the draw out. Looks like Latimer are following them. Oh no, Latimer. It's another crew between. We've got Latimer following them down. Latimer, we would have expected a first 8 entry from them this year, but surprised to see them up in Champ 8s. Not really a customary school to see fielding 8, similarly to King's College Wimbledon, who are just following them. KCS were only 0.1 of a second ahead of Westminster at Hampton Head. Pretty short course, but imagine it'd be pretty close now. It's like Bedford School are following them, followed by Gloucester Hartbury. Bedford School probably predicted to win first 8s. First State School, followed by Gloucester Hartbury. Gloucester Hartbury are GB start squad. They've got a few athletes 4th and 5th in singles during February trials. Followed by Norwich School. Norwich School, another big First State school, consistently churning out some fast cruising.
We are wondering at this
last few
point
years.
where
Coached
were
by
Radley?
Chris Williams, who coached the 2017 Coupe Arctic, the Coupe 8.
But
Pretty experienced coach there.
did anyone notice the lack of Radley going past?
Yeah, we haven't seen Radley come past yet, which is
It's not good.
unexpected. It's like Great Marlow School coming down. Both showing some positive signs of development in Great Marlow. They managed to send some athletes to the GB winter training camp in Spain. Looking pretty tidy as they come past here. Bedford Modern School following them. Few good results in previous years, maybe not as many good results in the large boats like 8s, but pretty sharply there, followed by Moncton Coombe. Again, Moncton Coombe, First 8 School. There you go. Looks like Reading Bluecoat School, following down after them. Yeah, shout out to them on Instagram. Had a few run-ins in the DMs of Reading Bluecoat.
A lot of run-ins on our DMs. Shout out to Jack Reed of Imperial Boat Club. At
So
Jack
this is Enniskillen Royal Boat Club
_Reed.
from Ireland. They were third
R-E-I-D.
at schools last year in the trial bill. Looking pretty rapid as they come past
No
us.
K on the Jack, just
Might be a
JAC.
surprise top placing finisher from them.
Apparently there's a lack of live times. There's no lack of live stream though.
And this looks like number 26, Canford School. Shout out to Canford School. We're big fans. So I'm not sure if we've seen Dutch class. I'd say this looks like Windsor Boys School. Windsor Boys School are known for their excellent performances in quads normally.
Definitely a quad type of school.
We've got a big cluster of police coming down. We've got Tyway Sculler School, another. More Scullers. So they've got Tyway Scullers also have a top quad out today. A lot of crews coming down now. Looks like St George's College are taking up on the outside there. Could be the St Paul's second 8 coming down. Or St Paul's J16s.
Yeah, balls!
St Paul's J16's favourites to win this J16 event. Straight by Dominic Vout, who won the J16 category at Scholar's Head. Got some so the J16 crews coming down now. We've got Shiplake College following down these J16s. Looks like Oratory School coming very wide around this line. You want to be crews sticking to this, close to this line of boats. There's a bit of dead water over there, so that will be a bit of a hindrance to them. We haven't seen King's Court Chester come though. Crew 27, Stowe Sculling Club coming down now past us here. Now this looks like the St Paul's second 8.
Second day expert!
We've second 8 expert is not here. We've got Max Steering there, should be in the 5 seat. Max Steering was 5th at February trials in pairs, showing a lot of depth that St Paul's have at the moment.
Your head off the camera.
Looking pretty rapid. It'll be a tough matchup between St Paul's and Eton. The second 8, St Paul's just celebrating they go through here. Another ship plate 8 coming down, presumably
Nice
ship plate
bucket
second 8.
there.
And it looks like Radley. This could be Radley's first 8 coming down now.
This is Radley's first 8.
So this is Radley's first 8. Seem to be out of order here. Radley were in the final of the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup at Henry Royal last year. Looking pretty strong. We expect Radley to be pretty rapid. Yeah, their match crews finished 4th and 7th place at Quinton Head. So they've really shown they've got some depth. Might expect them to hit that top 3 rather. And this could be Shrewsbury second 8, I believe, coming down past us, number 53. Yeah, that's Shrewsbury School's second 8 coming down. And yeah, it looks like there's King's Chester coming down now, number 9. King's Chester looks like 52, so we've definitely got some crews coming out of order. 52 Aberdeen School's second 8, and looks like Eton College's second 8. Number 48, perhaps not looking as sharp as St Paul's were earlier, so interesting. This looks like it could be Dulwich College coming down now. Is it? Or it could be big cluster of crews. So that's Dulwich College's first 8 coming down. Paddy Craig in that boat. Paddy Craig looking to get in that GB squad this year. Was on the development camp. Then it's Hampton School. 54 Hampton School second 8. It looks like Teddy's first 8 then coming down. Definitely a lot of crews out of order. And it looks like Radley College's second 8 or J16's coming past us. So a big cluster of crews. Lots of crews also coming paddling back now. Got another crew coming down. Number 46, that's an Italian crew here, like Italian J16 crew. Number 55 Bedford School second 8 coming down, and closely followed by another 2 crews in dark blue. Number 17 is the Methodist College Belfast Rowing Club, Northern Irish crew. And then 48, a lot of crews out of order here. Eton College's J16A. They look like they've come again quite wide here, and this could be Latimer's J16s, I would say. Latimer school we would know for sculling and junior women. Maybe they had a J16 win in fours at Nat schools a few years ago. I think 2016.
We've got a bit of a bunch up going up here.
Looks like Reading blue coat, followed by Abingdon School. This looks like Monmouth following them now, and looks like looks like King's College Wimbledon and Hampton looking pretty close. If this is J15-8s, which I think it could be, so not yet.
42.
Definitely not yet. So 42. Got King's College Schools champ J16-8, followed by Hampton. Hampton looking like they're pressing King's College pretty hard there. Little gap in the crews. Looking very busy down at this Putney end now.
So there's a bit of a gap here. Maybe that's the end of Division 1. Division 2 coming shortly. How are the YouTube comments looking? Live results.
We should be getting some live results up for you fairly soon.
Yeah.
Live results yesterday at Head of the River. So this could be the end of Division 1, do we expect? This looks like there's some quads coming down. This looks like Maidenhead. Maidenhead coming down. Looking pretty solid. A lot of boys in that boat doing GB stuff last year. Victor Kleshnev, looks to be in the 3 seat, who was in the junior
Some
world squad
members of last year's Coop team in there.
last year.
Coop.
This is their last year. These are all in their guys are all in their last year of school. Got Harrison Rowe in the straight sheet.
And we've got an 8 there, lagging behind.
This squad won by 9 seconds over only 3K at Hampton. So definitely a pretty impressive performance from them. And this looks like Windsor Boys School coming up. There's to overtake this 8 Windsor Boys School won the Forley last year. We've got looks like Bryn Ellery at stroke. Bryn Ellery also along with Victor Kleshner from Maidenhead in the junior world squad last summer. We've got Windsor Boys School, one of the few remaining state school rowing programs. Doing a really good job, really good. It looks like Leander have come very wide. I wonder if there's a problem with their steering. They are right in that dead water over by Bishops Park. Looks like another Radley 8 coming past. And this looks like Westminster School could be coming up. Another.
It's not their top quad.
So as we were saying earlier, Westminster, normally we see them entering 8s, but we've got Westminster with top quad this year. We've got George Middleton, who stroked last year's 8, who finished 3rd in doubles at February trials recently. Definitely high caliber athletes in this crew. Looking very sharp, taking a very good line down here. They're familiar with this water. This looks like another Leander quad, bit of a better line here. Coming down, closely followed by Marlow. Leander with their 2 quads quite in this category. They've got some pretty decent recent performances. I think Joe Murphy in this speed quad, who was 10th in singles at trials, so maybe surprised to see him in the second boat here. And Marlow
So we,
Rowing Club. Marlow have had some good scullers coming out in recent years, looking to prove that they're back.
Results are coming
back
in.
the
We
top
have
end of juniors
Paul's over Shiplake
so
by
looking at
20 seconds.
These times now,
Eton
we've got
3rd.
Shiplake.
Abingdon 4th.
Oh, sorry.
Hampton 5th.
St Paul's School looking like they've topped the current provisional results by a pretty large margin of 20 seconds, a lot more than we might have expected, followed by Shiplake College. Shiplake College and Eton College, there's only 0.2 of a second between them there. If anyone saw Head of the River yesterday, there's still provisional times. Might not be final results. We've got another quad coming down, another bit of a gap. Looks like Abingdon School also coming in there at 4th, Hampton School 5th, followed by Royal Shrewsbury School. I wonder if they're kicking themselves a bit tired. Now this is another quad, looking in black and white. Tempt to say it could be St Paul's. That's St Paul's. Looks like St Paul's coming past us now. This won't be a top priority boat, but fourth quad from St Paul's, but looking fairly sharp. And then we've got, looks like, who's the first one? We've Tideway Scholar School coming up. Looks like it could be Maidenhead looking at the colours, but there's also supposed to be yellow stripes, so I don't think it's Maidenhead there. Tideway Scholar School coming after them. Possibly Doncaster. His skull is also a little bit wide there. 71. It's quite tricky. A lot of crews coming down now. 71 Methodist College Belfast coming down. Lots of crews almost looking like they're rowing directly behind each other here. Not sure how good of a line that's going to be. Got Hereford Cathedral School in the yellow boat. Blue. Okay, so we've got Bedford School topping first 8s at the minute, followed by Great Marlow and then Norwich. Perhaps we might have expected. Number 70, looks like Westminster. No, Manchester Grammar School Boat Club. Borrowed some Westminster blades. 78 Newark Rowing Club. You can hear it. Big cheer down further down the course. Not sure who that could be coming down. Number 74, that's Merchant Taylor School. Big cluster of crews coming down now. Looks like Marlow in this yellow alpaca. Sounds like Eton's getting some cheers from down there. Could be Eton's third 8 coming up now, number 87. A few schools with the depth field third 8s. We've got quite a few crews in this category actually. Just pushing up at the end of this champ quads category. Still a few quads going through. Yeah, looks like we've got some third 8s getting mixed up in the quads now. Looking very busy as we come past here. So this looks like St Paul's School's third 8. I think it's again going to be a toss-up between St Paul's and Eton with these second and third 8s. Looking pretty sharp as they come down. It's like Radley's third 8 also coming down. Hampton and Royal Shrewsbury School out on the outside there. So this is looking pretty good. Sorry we can't get better updates on which crews coming down, but it is looking very busy. You can see Maidenhead and Windsor boys paddling back now. Be interesting to see those live results that come out. See if we can get someone to get the championship quads results out when they come out. Very, very busy here. This looks like Bedford School's third 8 could be coming down. Bev School, another school. First 8 school, but very impressive depth that they show in their squad, which is great to see for a first 8 school especially. So we should have school first J16 8s following them if everyone's running in order, which of course they weren't earlier, but fingers crossed. So we've got a ship plate gate coming down now. No results from champ quads yet, but we will get them to you as soon as we get them. So ship plate. I'm assuming this is ship plate's third 8. And this could be Bedford School's first J16 8. So there should be some school J16 8s coming down. Number 96, Reading Bluecoat School. Followed by Norwich School's J16s. Norwich School won J15 first 8s in that school's last year, looking pretty strong, really pushing up on Reading Bluecoat there. Expecting a good performance from them. Any of this information is all thanks to the brilliant previews we've had from Junior Rowing News. So there's a lot of information to get through, but it's Bedford Modern School. So followed by Moncton Combe. Could be Pangbourne maybe. Just trying to see the update on these crews. And this looks like Emmanuel. Shout out to Leo in the 4 seat, you can see there. Emmanuel may be better known for their performance with their girls squad. Normally quads and top boats, but they were 11th last year.
Did someone say more Wilf?
Looking pretty good there for Emmanuel.
Nah.
This could be, I'm tempted to say, King's College School.
I
Looks
believe
like
it is.
coming past
That is
us.
KCS.
KCS based local to us. We're on the Imperial Boat Club balcony as we speak, and it looks like I think I can see the St Paul's J16 8, J15 8, sorry. St Paul's J15 8. I think favourites to win. J16 8, sorry. No, J15 8. I'm afraid I'm very confused. Should be their J15 8. I think King's College School, if I remember correctly, were favourites to win this J15 event. St Paul's looking pretty strong as they come past us now. Potentially Hampton in there. They might be coming past shortly. Haven't got a J15 preview here. But I think we did a poll last night. Looks like another Shiplake crew coming down. Shiplake and Westminster coming down now. Do you have a crew number on that Shiplake crew? 109, so Championship J58 Shiplake. Looking pretty strong there. Obviously, this will be their first school's head sweeping for any of these J15 boys. Everyone's sculling up to J14 year, and looking pretty good. First time down this course in the sweep boat with one blade. And we've got Hampton School following them.
Yeah, Hampton.
Yeah, so Championship J15-8, we had a big vote, 74% voting Hampton to win this event. And then Monmouth School, number 97, coming past us here. That's their school first J16-8. It looks like another Radley crew also coming down. 107 from Radley, so this is Championship J15-8s. Back again, so this is Shrewsbury J15-8. Shrewsbury taking a very good line down here. So he right good distance away from that line of boats. So they'll definitely benefit from some stream as they come through here. Looking very sharp from Shrewsbury, I have to say. So after this Champ J15-8 category's gone, we're going to be expecting the Championship Girls 8s down in a minute. Championship Girls 8 is going to be a big race. We've got a big matchup between Headington and Henley today. Henley coming out on top by, I think it was 18 seconds at Weehawken on Saturday. It's just going to be, I would say, still all to play for. Headington consistently performing very well. I mean, they've won Nat Schools for the last 9 years. Looking to make an attempt. This looks like King's Chester's J15 boys coming down.
Yeah, KCH!
Followed by another crew in dark blue. I had this problem yesterday, a lot of crews in dark blue. So we've got the back end of these J15-8s coming down. Looks like King's College School Wimbledon. Looks like could be 117, that's Fulham Reach Boat Club. Oh, so I believe it looks like Fulham Reach Boat Club be racing in London Oratory School kit. London Oratory School, sadly their programme was shut down last year. Great sadness to the rowing community, but Fulham Reach are doing brilliant things. We've been working with Fulham Reach recently, getting kids out on the water who might not normally get the opportunity. And it's great to see that through that they've been able to get back out on the water, London Oratory School. I think it's really important. Great to see that out here today. Looks like this could be Abingdon School in the pink. Looks like number 114. Abingdon School coming down. And this could be an Eton College J15-8. I would assume this is their J15 second.
Yeah, Norwich!
Oh, getting away from Norwich School up here. Norwich School taking the win in J16 first eights.
Yeah!
Got it. Rory's a bit of a Norwich fan himself. Up here. So I'm excited to see we should have some Championship Girls 8s coming down. All of these Girls 8s is only not that many entries in Girls 8s this year in Championship 8s. A lot more entries in First 8s. Championship Girls 8 scene is pretty dominated by Henley and Headington at the moment, definitely in recent years. All of these crews in Championship Girls 8s raced at Women's Head on Saturday. Very close together, these races, so recovery will be very important for them. So we've still got a few more J15-8s coming through before we see those girls come down. But I think it's arguably unrivaled, Headington's domination in junior rowing amongst any girls or boys school. They've won the Championship Girls 8s and National Schools Grapple for the last 9 years consecutively, so there's a lot at stake this year if they're going to make it a 10th. So we've got another Radley J15-8 coming down, 119, Radley College, crew 119. Just as we wait for these Girls Championship 8s. But yeah, Weehawken last year we saw Headington take 13th place overall, very impressive result amongst all the women's 8s. and they set a new junior record. Again, we've got another J15 8 coming down, boys J15 8s. Looks like number 120, Eton College. A lot of 8s out from Eton College today across all these year groups, which is I think characteristic of them. So just missing a stroke there at Bow. Yeah, so 121 are Headington School. We're expecting these girls down any minute. But of course, Henley came out on top at Weehawk just a few days ago in a pretty solid 18-second margin. And I believe, unfortunately, Headington won't have their top cock with them today. So this line might be very important if it's going to be. But Henley Rockham have had a fantastic start to the season, so I don't think we're that surprised to have seen them perform so well at Weehawk. They, every time they've raced, very consistent results. They took both junior pennants at Forcehead, similar to St Paul's School. So St Paul's School and Henley at the top of junior rowing, especially in sweep. That's to say, although of course they won both categories, so winning both quads and fours at Forcehead. Got Georgie Robinson Ranger, who topped both GB sculling trials so far this year, and she was joined by fellow Henley Rowing Club athlete who they did Henley Royal together, Lottie Orr, who was part of the Junior World Quad last summer, just placing 4th at Junior World Championships back in August. We're just waiting on them down here. Should be with us any minute. But so we're assuming that they've held the cruise at the start a little bit. It's getting very busy at this finish end. I should be able to see them coming pretty soon. But some brilliant racing we've seen so far. Very busy, but looking like the organisers doing a great job keeping everything under control. Lot of kids out today, and it's got to be safe and enjoyable for everyone, and they're doing an excellent job, which is, I think, arguably a lot easier said than done when watching these crews paddle back. Yeah, still can't quite see these junior girls yet. Coming down soon. A few supporters on the bank, maybe a few more watching at home. So if you're not local, a lot of schools, quite a long way to be here, which I guess is a big benefit of having so many of these big tideway head events. Oh, got some supporters from Headington. Got everyone's out here watching. I'm as excited as you are. You can see some of the Leander boys come off the water already, walking around downstairs. Have we got any more results, Rory? Try and get some more results for you while we wait for these girls' crews. Looks like they've just they've held a pretty large gap in the racing. But yeah, provisionally big win for St Paul's today. A lot of chat whether they could do the triple this year. So we have some championship quads results. Waiting on those. I think voting in our polls last night was Windsor boys to win the championship quads, but looks like Maidenhead have the phone. So we've got yeah, so currently provisional results in champ quads. Maidenhead taking the win there. Just do the maths. Looks like 8 seconds over by Windsor Boys School in second in championship quads, 8 seconds behind Maidenhead, followed by Leander A. Looks like another 14 seconds behind them. Then we've got Westminster coming in 4th position. Westminster 4 seconds behind Leander A, and then followed by Marlow. I see Marlow getting up there. So we have another look. Yeah, so still championship 8s, top 3 as predicted. St Paul's, Shiplake and Eton. I think potentially we're a bit surprised that Eton weren't close to St Paul's. Same goes for Shiplake. St Paul's definitely good race. 16:40.6. Very fast down here. But of course, looks like the Championship quads also very fast. We've got 17:19.5 from Maidenhead. That fastest quad today. Great. That would have placed them kind of about 7th and 8th, which is very impressive. We'll look now, see if we can get some Championship J16 8s. Yes, Championship J16 8s looks like. We haven't got finished times for St Paul's School or Westminster yet. Currently we've got Shiplake College 17:53.1 topping Championship J16 8s, but I would expect St Paul's will also be pretty fast, so definitely have to wait for that result. Looking then at Championship J15 8s. Headington just arriving with us now. Let's see. Headington looking sharp as ever as they come past us here. Very impressive things they've done in junior rowing. And I would say, as much as they might not have come up on top of Henley on Saturday, I don't think that's necessary to say anything quite yet. I think it's all to play for. Looking very sharp. These girls will be really looking to get this win this year. Henley following close behind them. Again, Henley looking very strong. Weehall was a big win for them. I think the margin perhaps is the only thing we're looking at that was a lot bigger than expected. Henley not quite able to catch Headington last year, and I know the one thing that Henley do have that Headington don't is Henley managed to retain the majority of their top senior athletes last year. Few shouts from the Henley crew. Looks like they've had a good row. Pleased to hear that. So LEH following them. Lady Niles were third at Schoolstead last year behind Headington Henley. I think we would be expecting that result from them again. They definitely last year and even so this year they remained quite quiet through the head season, but they took good win in senior pairs at Pairs Head. Senior junior pairs, J18 pairs, if that makes sense. But 4th and 9th at Falls Head, maybe not as good as we've seen in previous years, but 2nd on their home water at Hampton Head. 12 seconds short of Henley, puts them in a good position to maximum performance at Schoolstead, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to catch those two crews. This looks like in the purple this could be Glasgow Academy. Perhaps we don't associate that name quite as much with junior 8s as some of these other crews, but had a couple of trialists this year. Jenny Oldie were 4th in pairs at February trials in a composite with Celia Matthews of LH, who's just finished ahead of her. I'm not sure they'll be able to challenge top finishes with that depth, but looking pretty strong, and followed by Lee Rowing Club, Lee in that orange. Lee taken on, they haven't raced, I don't think they really raced in 8 last year. They were 6th in Champ 8s and Nat schools. They've sent some girls to GB France last year, so they definitely got some talented athletes with them. And we've got Latimer coming down. Latimer, definitely, especially in junior girls, we see them much more sculling, so they do have a top quad entry today. Latimer made, I think, an interesting decision to go straight for this Champ 8s category rather than first 8s. But they've had some good results so far, kind of trying out this sweep scene. Had a pretty tough category at Hampton Head. They were 30 seconds behind the winners from Henley Rowing Club, placed a respectable 6th. They might find the competition in that category that they just followed pretty tough, but looking fairly good there. So that looks like that's the end of our Championship Girls 8s who've just come down. We'll try and get those results out as soon as we have them. So if I just have a look at the draw, see who we're expecting down after them. So we should be expecting some J16 quads. J16 quads, we had a poll up last night. I think the general consensus we were expecting, expecting a win from Tideway Scholar School. Oh, there's it. Looks like some Tideway Scholars have come up. I think Tideway Scholars would have started quite a way behind some of these crews, and they've come right up there. Find some information on Tideway Scholars School. Looking very strong there from Tideway Scholars. Shout out to Yellow Leggings on Instagram, repping their yellow leggings today. I believe that could be St Peter's Boat Club that they've just overtaken through that finish, taking a good line there, followed by possibly AB7 Boat Club. Some information. Looks like Henley Rowing Club coming up in this empire behind us. Leander jacking the reins as we come up here. They've got a crew just in front of them, so looks like it could be a Westminster crew. That's Henley. Henley in that yellow boat. Can't quite see. Some information on these crews. Looks like this could be Windsor Boys School coming past us now.
Yeah, Windsor!
Got a Windsor fan with us in the icy roof today. So I think there we go, some J16 quads. See what's going on here. Looks like that could be a St Paul's crew also passing us now. J16 quads. So we've seen kind of the earmarked cruisers are going to be the top finishers in this category.
Yeah, Norwich!
Norwich School passing us now. It looks like it could also be Emmanuel behind them. But Henry Rowing Club have had some recent success at trials. Three scouts inside the top 15 at J16. Very impressive. So I think it's going to be a tough matchup between them and Timely Scholars School, who are also looking very strong. That's the only J16 boat we've seen from Scholars this year. Yeah, Windsor Boys School, obviously a lot of success at senior level in quads, J18 level. But we had Windsor Boys School had the quickest J16 single at February trials recently, Julian Van Gelderen, and I think this puts them in a pretty strong position to have a good finish from them. Westminster School and St Paul's School both with quads entered, but of course both will be kind of second priority boats, so big names might not see them challenging him. But we've got Bedford School coming past us now. So we've got Bedford School number 145. That's their school second J16 8. Sorry. Looks like King's Wimbledon coming right up on the inside, looking very rapid as they come past us. Very good line there from them. You can see, might be able to see that they've definitely got this advantage from the faster waters where they are. Now the quad's gone very wide again. They're in cluster of cruisers. Looks like Hampton also coming down. Hampton School second J16 8. Always great to see we've got some second and third 8 categories here. Quite a few boats in them, which is always good to have a lot of depth in these school squads, pushing the top guys. Got no bar number. It could be Doncaster in dark green and yellow. In a interesting kind of boat, that green, yellow and red. And Abingdon Schools J16 second 8, just ahead of them there. This looks like it'd be another Hampton crew coming down. Yes, Hampton have 2 8s in this school, second J16 8, so I'm presuming this is their third 8 coming down now. And this is Norwich School's J15 A boat, kicking off this school first J15 8 category. And we've got another quad. Yeah, so we've got the school first J15 8 should be kicking off now. It looks like they're followed by Sir William Borlase. Borlase had some recent success in recent years. Got another, it's definitely mixed up here. We've got another quad coming down. Got a trip to the supermarket. Looks like some chocolate fingers we're getting our hands on. Looks like St George's College coming down. School J15 first 8, number 156. It does look like St George's colours. Might find something. We're going to assume that's J15. Possibly a shout out to Joel. Might be in that boat. I'm not actually sure. Monmouth following them again. I'm indeed eating a chocolate digestive. Hopefully you can't hear that. And we've got should to have Rory joining me in the commentary. In a second, we've got Wilfred Rock back from slacking, going to the shop, but it'll keep us in high spirits. Got to keep us fueled. Been a long weekend doing these live streams. Much appreciated. Yeah, so more of these J15 J15 days. Try and get some Championship Girls 8 results coming out now. Might not be ready yet.
Although we have no finalised results for the girls' Champ 8 yet, Headington School have got the win. Oh no, nothing yet.
As you can tell, he's.
But Henley Rowing Club started only 0.3 of a second behind them. Henley Rowing Club were properly on them out the finish.
So it looks like Headington School coming down. I would predict this would be this is school girls' first 8. Yeah, it looks like it. So this will be Headington School's second 8. Pretty good performance from them at Weehor. I think they're around between 40 and 50th overall the other day. And they actually, Headington School's second 8 were best junior girls' second 8 last year at national schools. Headington always showing their depth. Had a tough season racing Henley second 8 last year, but I think they've got Henley have a lot of J16s now.
Another Latimer crew passing us now.
I think this is Dulwich College. That doesn't look like Latimer to me.
Five seat is.
That is indeed Dulwich College. Should be number 159. Again, Rory's a bit of an amateur commentator, as you can tell. So girls' results just coming out. Rory should be getting those results for you shortly. Some more school first 8s. Looks like Pangbourne College Boat Club coming past us, and just trying to see who that could be. Yarm School, tempted to say, but not.
Henley Rowing Club have taken the win of girls' Champ 8 by 11 seconds over Headington School in second place.
Yeah, Henley.
Well done, Henley.
Lady Eleanor Hollis sitting then in third
for an
place.
interview later.
Glasgow Academy in fourth place, followed by Lee and Latimer Upper.
Yeah, so some more school J58s. I can see Notts County Rowing Association coming down. I believe these girls raced quite a lot under Beckett School last year. Moved to this green. They haven't had quite a successful season as Beckett School had last year, but they did. Notts County were silver medalists at Brit Champs in girls 8s in summer, and a pretty decent performance at Hampton Head, but I would expect them to be doing pretty well in the school first 8 category.
Definitely. J15 results have also just come out, with St George's College taking the win, with Reading Bluecoat School, Sir William Borlase and Norwich School following behind.
Quite a lot of girls 8s are in this first 8s category. You can see Glasgow just coming off the water now. Their fourth place finish. This looks like it could be Shrewsbury School. Girls first 8 number 168. Being followed down there.
Definitely after Nat School's results last year, the girls will be stepping up their training, especially if they're moving from a quad to an 8. With hints that Henley Royal might have a new event coming next year, such as Girls Junior 8s.
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of discussion over the fact there's a girls sweep don't have an event at Henley Royal yet, so it's quite difficult, I think, for these junior girls trying to be competitive. A lot of them want to be competitive in the 8, but then obviously got to keep the sculling ticking over if they want a shot of racing in that Diamond Jubilee at Henley.
Definitely.
Oh, we got some close racing coming down now. Pretty much bow ball for bow ball as they come past us. I believe that could be. So that's Cantabrian. I've probably said that wrong. and 172. That's Monmouth School for girls. Tight racing down there. Looks like 172 have done well to come up here. Followed by, I believe this looks like Emmanuel School's first 8. Emmanuel School have had some success in recent years. They had a few Cotswolds win. I think they had a pairs win maybe a couple of years ago. So they have some good girls' sweep results. Perhaps not so much in the 8 yet, but always looking to keep fielding that depth. So it looks like we've got a boys' 8 coming down now, so that should be some school second 8s from King's Chester coming down, number 178.
Followed by Bedford Girls' School.
Number 47 King's Chester, so they're definitely pretty far out of order here. If I go back, 47 King's Chester should be, that's the King's Chester Championship J16 8, so racing a bit out of order, but looking strong as they come down here. Looking to that red crew. I'm not entirely sure.
Another boys' crew following them down.
Looks like it could be another Eton College crew by the looks of things. Eton with a lot of 8s we've seen out today.
A lot of depth in that new Eton squad. Programme still following on by Alex Henshelwood with their new director of rowing.
So we've got another gap in the crews. Yes, we've got another gap in the crews. We should try and get some results coming through now. Try and think which categories we're expecting. Should get some
Aberdeen School to take Champ J15 win. Aberdeen Schools Rowing Association. Followed by Westminster School and Shiplake College.
It's been in pretty good conditions down here. There's a little bit of rain, but the water's looking fairly flat. It doesn't look like there's that much wind, which is good to see. It might be a little windy further up the course, but definitely after last year. Yeah, try and get some more results for you here.
Just waiting on the girls' first 8 results at the minute.
So we're getting some messages if you're out there listening, or you can contact someone if you want to come for an interview, maybe head to ICBC. We're here. Love to hear from you, especially any winners that we've had so far. Great to have you have a chat to you how your race was. I believe we should have some Henley girls here after taking that big win in Championship Girls 8s. I expect the St Paul's boys will not be bothered to come down, but we'll try our best.
Current win in girls' first 8s. Got a bit of an issue in the 3 seat of this girls' boat.
Yeah, she looks to her
Looks
blades.
like Canterburygian B racing down.
Looks like Hampton
right?
School
Or is it
behind
boy?
them. What number is that? 170 is that school J15 second 8s from Hampton.
Yeah, 175 Canterburygian girls' first 8 crew.
Yeah. Always tough when that happens, but the rest of her crew carrying her down very nobly there.
So current results from girls' first 8s are Pretoria Boat Club from Ireland in first place, Notts County Rowing Association in second place, and Headington School's second 8 finishing in third place.
So we had a contact from Enniskillen Boat Club, that Irish crew, who are apparently the top crew in Ireland at the moment, with an expectation that they would do well today. So perhaps the voters on our poll not quite aware of that, but they're doing well.
J15 second 8 starting to storm down the
It's
course
like St
now.
Paul's there and King's College Wimbledon have just come past us. just keeping you updated on those results. So St Paul's School provisional winners today, Bedford winners of first dates, and Eton winners of second dates.
Abingdon School now moving past J15 second 8. New coaches for the J16 squads this year, with Rory Copus taking control of them. Followed closely by
Could be King Canterbury. Definitely you can see these J15 second 8 crews taking it very wide there.
followed by Bedford School and Hampton School's second 8. Definitely taking a really tight line towards Bishop's Park on the inside of this corner.
We have a King's Chester crew
King's
just trying to do
Chester
the finish
crew
for
just
us
ahead of
now.
them.
It's like another crew coming down here now. Yeah, definitely you can see these experienced Champ 8 coxes who are taking a much tighter line to the line of boats in this punny embankment, getting a bit wider as we come to these J15 second 8s. So 186 coming past us, that's Reading Bluecoat Schools, J15 second 8.
Followed closely by another King's Wimbledon crew and the Norwich School J15 second 8. Big shout out to the Norwich School supporters out here today. All the old boys cheering them on in the rain and a bit of the grim weather.
Yeah, it's 181 Norwich School Chase.
I think King's Wimbledon have taken Norwich School on this corner though.
Yeah, Kings Wimbledon really gunning it for the finish as we go down here. J15 second 8. Yes, another few crews definitely coming right in that dead water.
Definitely that crew there taking a little bit of a too tight of a line, ending up in some dead water.
But looks like Shrewsbury Schools J15 second 8 passing us there. Looks like could be
Abingdon School in their
following them.
Resolute 8. Resolute 8.
It looks like their cox is trying to come a little bit closer to us, trying to get that line back, but I think he's probably left it a little bit late. But obviously the only J15's first schools head for many. Brilliant, all doing a brilliant job out here, and come with a lot of experience. They'll catch on that you can make this a less painful experience the quicker you take your line. Got another crew coming down. Looks like black and yellow. Could be Hampton School.
Could be another Hampton School J15 8. A lot of depth in their squad now.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of 8s from Hampton School, a lot of 8s from Eton. There we go, another. Looks like a
Most
Westminster crew taking a good line down here. Definitely for. You might be able to see actually on this stream. You can see the speed of the water down here compared to the speed of water over by where that wall is.
It's a lot
in the
faster,
park.
about a boat's width from the moored boat. Slowly moving into about the halfway mark as we move further down. Bedford School there, right in the dead water in their blue Janusek. Moving over to the right hand side now.
So just
Again,
approaching the
Bedford
finish.
School, a lot of depth in their squad. A lot of depth.
Yeah.
They've got a lot
I
of
think,
juniors moving up.
Especially with the most depth we've seen from any first 8 schools out here today, which is great to see.
Most definitely.
A lot of
Very
controversy.
large squad.
Yeah, over this championship versus school 8s. At the moment, with the child wheel definitely under threat. I think it's being raced this year, but looking to be on the way out.
Definitely. We've seen this year Latimer and King's Wimbledon definitely step up and make the change into the Champ 8 after the new Nat Schools change. Schools like Bedford are probably going to be the next ones to go with such a large squad as theirs.
A few cruises. Looks like we could have another shipplate crew coming down. Potentially another Eton crew, and attempt to say a Marlow or St George's crew.
Yeah, definitely.
Also coming down here.
So we're also really excited to see the Cox 4s, the junior Cox 4s move down a little bit later today.
Yeah, we've also, but before we see them, we've got some more girls 8s to come, some girls quads to come. Women's JCC quads to come before we see those important Cox 4s, but we've also got some mixed quads who should be on our way soon. Mixed quads are not really a traditional event, but
Yeah, definitely. Another Westminster crew, again taking a slightly wider line around here. Must be the local knowledge.
It looks like Westminster Cox is very well drilled on which line they're taking. It is easy to get wrong there, tempting to cut shorter.
As we see in the quad, we've got a girls' quad moving past now.
In fact, that's not a girls' quad, that is a mixed quad. Sorry, boys. This should be our mixed quad coming down. That looks like Walton Rowing Club in the mixed quad there.
Slowly overtaking Reading Bluecoat in a J15-8.
And it looks like they're being followed. Not quite sure what they're being followed by there in the mixed quad. We've got quite a few entries actually in the mixed quad, more than you might expect. Two entries from King's School Chester in the mixed quad. Very interesting. Yeah, waiting for that the junior mixed quad, the Diamond Forley to come at Henley Royal Regatta. Any Henley organiser out there listening, appreciate that. Looks like a Molesey quad could be coming down now.
Molesey quad.
Molesey Boat Club, we're waiting for that for their Cox 4. Big fans of the Mole train in their Cox 4, waiting on them now.
Definitely a very high performance squad this year.
We're definitely not biased. Squad. We do have a few mates.
After taking the win at first eight last year, saw a little bit of a drop in their squad with quite a few leavers. They've chosen to make the change to Coxed 4s this year with the Cox Scott Cockle after going to the Coupe in the GB Coxed 4.
We've also got some Coupe fans up here. We've got a Coupe fan and a Worlds fan. It's like Bedford Modern School
moving past now.
On them.
Big crab in the 4-seat. Big crab in the 4-seat. Coming into the last 150 metres.
Battling to get that out there. This crew very valiantly rowing on, but he's still...
Meanwhile, another mixed quad take him on the inside.
The very sharp mixed quad coming down now.
Very sharp mixed quad. King's Chester's quad moving down behind them with another Abingdon J15 squad in their Resolute.
Oh, so just a few issues with this crabbing crew. Yeah, I think that might be our best crab of the day so far.
So far.
Yeah, very slick from King's Chester. This schedule. So once these mixed quads are through, we're going to be expecting some girls J16-8s to come. Excited to see the girls J16-8s.
We're also a little bit more excited to see the birds flying past the embankment.
Yeah, so whoever was watching and said we were country file earlier, I think you can agree we are certainly country file now. Now this
That's
looks
a big
like
shout out to you, Alex.
Very good matchup in these girls J16-8s. That looks like Henley Rowing Club and Lady Eleanor School. Henley Rowing Club set off behind thus LEHQ 213, 214 respectively. So it looks like Henley have gone through them there. Very impressed with them, followed by Surbiton. Surbiton took a big win in girls J16-8s at Hampton recently, just over a Henley crew. That was perhaps unexpected. And it looks like we've got St Paul's Girls' School. Yeah, Pauls! big fans of St Paul's up there. Really hard-working squad we've got at the moment. Coached by Una McAllister, a bronze medalist at the London 2012 Olympics.
Followed then by Headington's J16 Girls 8.
Yeah, Pauls!
Taking a very wide line around this corner, hugging the moored boats, heading directly towards one of the safety launches ahead of them. But I think their Cox is going to move them left, aiming right towards the middle buttress of Putney Bridge now.
Some good steering from these girls J16-8s here. We've got another mixed quad coming down. Could be the King's School Worcester. Tempted to say, not quite sure there. Get a number on that.
We're seeing some very smart Coxes out today, wearing a lot of layers.
Yeah, two King's Worcester and one more mixed quad coming down. Could be another King's Chester quad coming down here.
That is King's Chester!
Right, another King's Chester mixed quad. The school that we were slightly missing from the start of the race was set off a little bit later in the pack, alongside Radley and St Edward's School.
I'm sure Coach Matt Jumper would have tactically considered doing that.
So possibly tactics from Matt Jumper on that.
Did not want to be sitting in a bubble in Champate and therefore set off a little bit further behind. It's always an option when you go off in Champate. I mean, St Paul's would have been taking that option earlier. They would not want to be in the dirty water of Eton and Shiplake heading down that course to take the win. Another mixed quad heading past us now.
I think we're waiting on a few more girls J16 to come. Then we're looking at girls championship quads. Outfield being led by Latimer. Shout out to Yatma Boat Club, one of the few girls squads with a chat account actually.
Loving the chat
Yes.
accounts at All Mark 1. If you have one, just hit us up in the DMs.
You might get a shout out on the Instagram story. much
Totally
like,
would. Totally would.
Aberdeen Schools Running Association did yesterday. So here we go. We've got another girls J16 coming past us. We can get a number on who that is. Could be Godolphin and Latimer, possibly. Can't be 210 because 210 is a quad. If it is 218, that is indeed Godolphin and Latimer Boat Club. And we've got we've also got Latimer's quad looking very sharp coming down. Interesting that we haven't seen a lot of quad entries in not J16 in girls quads, but that's of course because a lot of clubs will be wanting to race that all important 8, but we'll see them a lot of girls moving from the 8 into the quad for the scullery tomorrow.
Definitely. I mean, lots of the girls' schools will be trying to take the big quadruple win this year with Schools Head.
No, but here we've got Sir William Perkins taking a very, very good line here. So Latimer favourites to win this event, but firm favourites to win this event. Done well known for sculling. Not sure who that other crew is back there in the minute, but they were second in the quads at Hampton Head over Tideway Scullers. Tideway Scullers don't have a quad out today. I definitely think we're going to see Latimer in that top 3. But let's see.
Crew number 216 taking a bit of a wider line through here. Pretty solidly in the stream in black and white.
216, that's Methodist College Belfast Rowing Club. Come all the way from Northern Ireland. Probably not familiar with these waters, so very, very good line there. We've also got Shiplake College. I believe we're expecting Olivia Morgan in that Shiplake boat. But
followed again by Tideway Scullers.
Tideway Scullers. That was a mistake. I said they weren't here, but of course they are here. No,
BMS.
looks like possibly BMS in the quad. These girls' quads perhaps not taking quite as good a line as we saw Latimer and Perkins take earlier. I think Perkins, haven't been up there consistently as much, but definitely recently in the last few years we've seen excellent performances in them, and I think certainly a good performance from them today. Tideway Scullers, just unfortunately taking a pretty wide line there, but I know Tideway Scullers girls are very hard working. They've got a big junior women's squad there. We've got looks like Marlow. So we've got Marlow. We're just arguing about the steering there. I am not a cox, I have no idea. We've got Marlow Rowing Club there. We've got another Sir William Perkins, another quad from them. Looks like it'd be Gloucester Hartbury there. Gloucester Hartbury, of course.
Winners of the Diamond Jubilee 2 years in a row.
He says 2 years in a row. I believe it's more like 4 or 5. I think we've lost count now. Perhaps the prize winners being a very good Headington quad last year, but I don't think they were able to quite match the power we see these Gloucester Hartbury girls have. Big girls, pull some pretty hefty watts, very powerful.
Seem to sit pretty quietly for the whole year and then turn up at Henley Royal and just slide through the
Very
quarterfinals,
impressive.
semi-finals and finals.
And Henley Women's also always performing well there. We've got some more of these championship girls quads coming through, trying to spot who these could be. I think we might have a Hinksey Sculling School quad coming down somewhere. Could be Alice Vine, one of those crews. Alice doing some work with us. Not even up for free. Brilliant to see. This could be King's School Ely, I believe, in that light blue.
Definitely. I mean, we've just got confirmation that the previous result of the entire head was 16:47, and St Paul's currently have a provisional result of 16:40, which would mean it's a new Schools Head record by 7 seconds.
Very impressive. St Paul's obviously have a very strong squad this year. We've got, I think, 6 men and their cocks are all in their final year of school. Definitely want to prove themselves this year. They've got a very strong squad. So keeping an eye out on St Paul's as they progress through the season. Brilliant to see they perform so well today.
That, the clean water and the tailwind down this final straight will definitely help them move into those.
Oh, looks like we have
record
another
positions.
problem in one of these quads down here. Girl at bow currently unable to row. She's very bravely sitting that boat. Hopefully nothing too wrong there. She's all right. But crew carrying her down. Again, very nobly. We've seen a few problems, but show must go on. And these girls doing well. Looks like I can see another William Perkins crew coming down, which is brilliant, looking pretty sharp, followed by a Notts County Rowing Association crew in that bright green. We still haven't got this J16.8 time. We're just thinking about, we're expecting St Paul's to have done well, but we
Yeah.
haven't got a final time for them yet.
Currently, St Paul's School and Westminster School do not have times. However, they do have start times. Currently, Shiplake College, Abingdon School, and King's College School, Wimbledon in the lead there.
Lots of girls' quads coming out today. Big cluster of them coming down now, and it looks like this could be the Cox Fours that are just starting now. I can see a Cox Four. This looks like this could be the Molesey
There
boys.
is Molesey moving
Racing
up
out
on
of
the girls'
order.
quads.
Molesey definitely favourites to win this event.
Big
Molesey.
crew of Theo Darlow, Mikey Dalton.
Cameron Sperling and
Felix
Felix Warren.
William.
It's Felix Warren. Shout out to Cameron Sperling. Coop at we've got Mikey Dalton at Coop.
Theo Darlow.
Doing
okay.
well. Coop
Followed
did a
followed
fat
again
Watts.
by the Walton crew, the Walton Watt farmers, who DM'd us on Instagram a little bit earlier today.
We are
and
sorry
yesterday.
that we perhaps said your chat wasn't that good yesterday. We're not out for blood.
We are
looking
rating
good
the
today.
high-vis hats in the bow pair though.
But
Oratory School following down in the next Cox 4. Picking it up nice and early. Good line from both crews here. Oratory School and the girls' quad following down behind them.
looks like it could be an LEH quad looking at those blades. I believe this might be turning to J16 girls quads now, but it looks like we've definitely got some Cox 4s in the mix. As they begin to come down.
Two more Cox 4s, one from Monmouth School, one from Pangbourne School possibly. Pangbourne School in the Empacker, Monmouth School in the Stamfleet. Those Stamfleets really do move well on the tideway.
So again, looking very busy down at the finish now. Marshall's doing a great job. Also, brilliant to have these live results coming out. So it looks like we've got another Kingston Rowing Club 4. Kingston Rowing Club coming down. Kingston Rowing Club produced some good athletes recently. I think he all might cry if he shouts out Matt Rowe again, but he came up through Kingston Rowing Club. We've got a Dulwich College
Many
4
apologies.
also coming down.
Many apologies to Matt Rowe after yesterday. He had a great interview, but I'm not really sure if he was hyped enough to be there yet.
Yeah, another crew coming down in red here. Looks like one of these girls' quads really needs to watch their line as they come down here. They're looking like they're angled at this umpire currently.
Definitely.
Really need
Definitely
to
moving a little bit
watch where they're headed there.
too far on this one. We've got results from girls champ quad starting to come in now, with Latimer Upper School taking the win over Gloucester Hartbury by 4 seconds, with their Marlow Rowing Club and Sir William Perkins School following after them. Definitely a big win for Latimer Upper School. We have yet to have results from Shiplake College and Durham School B. Durham School, the home of the DCBC Sharks, another great Instagram account. A lot of great chat on there. Shame we don't really see them at any of the big national events. Hopefully we'll see them a little bit later on in the year
Yeah,
in that big Vespoli.
not just any Vespoli, Val the Vespoli on Instagram.
From Headington School.
And this looks like we might have a. Could this be St George's College? Maybe a Marlow crew coming down. We've actually got another Cox 4 angled a little bit though now. I'm hoping that Cox will make that correction. Don't want any collisions out here today. Could be Windsor Boys School, perhaps at the start green and yellow. Not quite the right blades as they come to view. Maybe Doncaster, that kind of colour. Not entirely sure. Quite different.
Mpac are taking a bit of a weird line here around the finish. Every Cox probably wants to be fully off the rudder. That Mpac are jamming on the rudder pretty early before the finish line. They're going to cross the line in that high visibility clothing.
Yeah, so we should be looking at being around numbers the late 200s now. We've got pretty big entry day, 356 crews, but winding to this the end of this brilliant event today.
Results slowly coming in from Cox Fours. Molesey Boat Club taking the win in the Cox Fours over Walton Rowing Club by a considerable margin.
I think as we expected,
Molesey win by 44 seconds.
Storming win there from Molesey.
44 seconds over Walton Rowing Club, with Oratory School coming in 3rd place and Pangbourne College coming in 4th place in their Mpac. Another Dulwich crew passing us now.
Dulwich, another strong first 8 school.
Definitely taking 4th place at Nat Schools last year, just behind Molesey and Bedford School.
Enniskillen Boat Club.
Was it Pentard?
I don't know. I'm afraid we can't remember. Could have been Latimer.
Could have been Latimer.
Wasn't Latimer.
Latimer in my final. That was the problem.
Might be able to get that 3rd position at Nat Schools in first 8s for you. No, I think
Hit us up on the live chat if you know who won that one.
Looks like everyone's getting pretty excited about this new record set by St Paul's. I think, of course, we mustn't forget they set the course record at head of the Charles Regatta earlier this year.
Oh, James Pickering, we totally agree with you about the Walton Watt Farmers chat. I mean, it can do with some improvement over time. Another thing that people are mentioning are Paul's new boat that arrived from Germany a few weeks ago. That's definitely one that we have not seen today, but will be coming out probably during their training camp and afterwards. Their brand new carbon Mpac. Only the bow section arrived though, so I'll definitely be waiting for that stern section with the all-important coxswain seat for Axel de Boissard
Shout out to Axel
and
Bear.
George Dickinson with
Yep.
the keys in the stroke seat. He's got the
Hopefully
keys
by
'cause
the
he's got
time
very
he
little else
gets
of hair.
back in that 8, he should have more of his hair grown back. There's some more Cox Forward coming down now. Forget what number this is. Could be into J16 fours now. It's like could be a St Paul's 4 coming down. I think that black and white. Not entirely sure. Doesn't look like the right blade. I think that might be St Peter's.
The chat is still mentioning the current record win from St Paul's School with 16:40.
Definitely
is-
a lot faster than the maybe that record, but obviously the real record was set last year. Not sure what time Shiplake did, but probably about a third of that.
Definitely a very fast time by Shiplake College last year. Put them in good stead for the regatta season after the 1.9k school winter sprints.
No, it looks like we might have some girls J58 coming. Sorry, that was my donut. Should be some schools J58 coming down. These girls, J58s, I think being led by Latimer Upper. Latimer definitely have some very consistent results at the younger age categories. And looks like this could be Winchester's J16-4 coming down here. Big fans of Winchester here. And it could be Henley Rowing Club J15-8, sorry. They look like they've come a little wide in that Henley Rowing Club, mate. Sorry, narrow. Got to get my terms correct. They're a bit too close to that Bishop's Park side. Not quite hitting that fast water that they're going to be looking for. Another J16-4, taking a bit of a better line. And it looks like Lady Anna Hollis School. Lady Anna Hollis, another one of these big names in junior girls rowing. Expecting them to be pretty rapid today. Would expect them to be performing well. They do perform well at consistently year in, year out, and across all these age groups. So we're looking at these women's first 8 provisional results, just tweeted out by our friends at Junior Rowing News. We've got St Paul's School with that Champ 8s win, Bedford School first 8s, Eton Rowing second 8s, Maidenhead Rowing Club in quads, Shiplake Rowing in J16 Champ 8s, although we might still be waiting on that time from St Paul's School. Still to be confirmed for J16s. We expect them to be fast. Norwich School taking that J16 first 8s win. Henley Rowing Club girls Champ 8s, and Enniskillen from Ireland in the women's first 8s. We've got a Lee Rowing Club 8 approaching. I think this could be J15 girls 8s. Coming down here, looks like Surbiton. I know the younger girls at Surbiton, I hear they work very hard in their training. Looking good here. Looks like Putney High School. Someone recent years they've sent some girls to GB France. I think last summer. Surbiton also looking very strong here.
We have Walton's top school moving past now, second in their Cotswold category. Just showing that you can have all the equipment in the world, but if you row pretty well, you're able to stern load it.
I think they're looking up at us there. Hi guys.
Away from the Walton boys over there, big one.
They might not wave at us if they'd known that we said their chat was bad. Who have we got here? So that looks like it could be Ballets that have just passed us. Looks like Kingschester, number 305 coming past us here. Still looking very busy down here on the embankment. See some Scullers coaches down beneath us. Still waiting on a few more crews. Lots of crews paddling up. Some crews have got a long paddle home if you're trying to get up to the kind of Tideway, Scullers End.
Putney Town,
Yeah.
Quinton.
It's a long paddle home when you just race down, but
Big shout out to Canterbury, Shiplake College and Norwich School, who are all heading up back past Chiswick Bridge before they're going to be able to head back home.
and it looks like in this blue and purple this could be Twickenham. I think we've got Hester should be in that
Hester Smith,
coxing suite.
That's the J15 girls.
And she's taking a very good line. Delighted to see that.
Very good line from Hester, taking on all the words of knowledge that her coxing coaches would have given her over the past.
I wonder who her coxing coaches could have been. Just
whoever it is damn good.
and this looks like Tideway Scullers School coming down here, J15-8. Looking pretty strong. It's nice to see Tideway Scullers School fielding a J15-8. We don't often see them in a race in the 8s. A lot of work in quads, but really great seeing some depth here from Tideway Scullers. Looking pretty sharp as they come into here. Rates coming up. taking a pretty good line.
Definitely, those girls looking really slick coming past us.
Especially at J15 level, looking pretty good. All that sculling being put to good use. This looks like it could be Marlow Rowing Club following, and then followed by Emmanuel School, I believe. Marlow also looking pretty good.
Emmanuel School moving into slightly smaller boat categories now. Used to see them big names in first eights.
So yeah, I can see
a
a Fulham Reach crew paddling back up. As we were saying earlier, Fulham Reach doing some fantastic work recently, getting more kids involved who might not get the opportunity normally. That's really great to see. We've been seeing the kids out training in the last week or so. Really great. We're hoping to see them participating more in these national events.
One of our top photographers, Wilfred Brock, went to go spend a day with them at Fulham Reach and said it was an amazing experience seeing all the kids getting out on the water, having a really great time.
Now, here in the reds. No. I'm not quite sure who this is in the reds. Could be... Haven't got their bow number, so I'm not entirely sure who that is.
Moving past, it looks like we could have...
Could be Great Marlow School. Could be King's Canterbury.
Looks like we could have Great Marlow School and King's Canterbury, yeah, definitely moving past us.
Looking very close there. Hopefully their coxes are watching their line. We don't want to have any blade clashes.
King's
really good
Canterbury
job.
Taking it solid line, but Great Marlow School are pushing them to take a slightly wider, faster line down past this
close
part of the
racing
course.
down to the finish. Looking good
Followed
there, girls.
by another women's 8.
Not sure I can tell you quite who this women's 8 is in this silvery boat.
Another retweet
still
by a guy called Adam on Twitter. Shout out to you, Adam. Thanks for the retweet.
We've looking busy down here. I would recommend anyone who wants to come down, head down to here where we are at IC. Speak to the guys. Great university, got a great boat club here. They're excited to meet you. As you come off the water, take the opportunity.
Have a look around. Imperial College are well open for that today. Big shout out to them for letting us basically take over their flat and rest of their boathouse for the day.
And this looks like it could be St Paul's Girls' School. So we down. Big shout out to St Paul's. St Paul's only starting rowing at this year at J15 level, so big challenge to try and race School's Head with that much rowing under their belts. But
definitely a move that is visible to be working at the girls' level. Definitely. Whether we'll see that in the boys' categories or not anymore, we'll see. With the demolition of Child Beal and First Aid categories.
You can see some Headington girls heading down here onto the embankment.
Headington College boating out in front of us.
Yeah, lots of happy faces out today. It's nice to see. Really
the rain
successful event.
Big shout out to our friends over at Junior Row News. Just hit us up. A tasty tweet. If you want to go check out the junior rowing results from today, they'll all be up on their partner site, Junior Rowing Results.
Yeah, Junior Row News, big help for us looking at how these crews did all the research for us. Very big help. Pretty hard to get through all that information. Really detailed, great reviews coming out from them. Definitely worth a read. I think it's juniorrownews.com, and you'll they'll find their social media on Instagram and Twitter. So it looks
big
like
partners for them, such as Hudson and Backlogic.
We can see the Hudson guys actually just down below us, but we've now got Emmanuel School, I think, coming past. So it looks like Lady Anna Hollis, followed by could be Surbiton. So we're just coming to the end of this category. Surbiton looking pretty good. Bit of a gap here. Another girls' 8 coming down. I believe that is King's Chester. Coming down here. King's Chester, it must be their J15 Girls 8. Coming down now, number 317. I think they've lost their bow number as well. Pretty stressful experience losing your bow number, but it's pretty good now. We look like we might have another gap in the crew. Oh no, I can just see a 4 coming down. We should be just getting to these last crews. We've got some junior girls 4s and some J15 4s.
Absolute top program over there at King's Chester. Big shout out to Coach Val Edwards.
So this is the last of the J18 category should be coming down. We just have some J18 girls coxed 4s. No coxless 4s here at School's Head. This looks like it's being being led out by Godolphin and Latimer. Godolphin and Latimer looking pretty sharp here. They do have a very good top 4. Definitely kind of earmarked to be doing well here today. Looks like, see who's following them down here. Looks like they're being followed by Putney High School. Again, Putney High School sending their 4 to GB France trials, I believe, last summer. Both of these crews taking a good line down here. Again, as we see these senior coxes, bit of experience racing on the tideway, taking that line near this line of boats, getting that fast water. We've just got one more J15-8, as you can see, should be coming to shot in a minute, who've got a bit on that Bishop's Park side. But Putney High School looking very strong there. And we've got, looks like it could be Surbiton coming up here. Surbiton, another expected to do well in this Cox 4 category. Coming down again, good line from them, looking very sharp, very stylish rowing there from the Surbiton girls. Lovely to see that. Looking very, very tidy as they come past us. And it looks like then coming after us here, looks like St Paul's Girls' School. Yeah, Paul!
No bias there whatsoever.
St Paul's coming past us here. Big shout out to Girls of St Paul's, looking tidy as we come past.
Very, very slick crew there.
Cox taking a good line down here. Got Aurelia Cowan in the stroke seat, leading these girls.
Excellent rowing.
They, I think third position at Sculler's Head. Great to have someone experienced in the boat with some of these younger athletes.
Amazing.
Breaking some stuff out. Looks like we might have Godolphin's second 4 coming down. I think Godolphin have 2 4s in this category. I think they've opted for the 2 4s route rather than opting for the 8. Of course, the 8 can be a very competitive category. So sticking to these 2 4s, hoping to place well today. Looks like this could be a Molesey 4 coming down. Molesey looking pretty good. And it looks like maybe another Henley 4. I'd expect this Henley 4 to be fast. Of course, we didn't see a second 8 entry from Henley today, but looking to opt to race this Cox 4, and I'm sure there's some experienced athletes in that crew. Getting a cheer from some J15s, I think, and then we have LEH coming up. LEH in that black and red, brilliant leggings there from LEH. Looking good there. Another good line, followed by just it's like missing a few strokes there. LEH looking strong. I imagine LEH would also be fast. Don't think we saw a second 8 entry for them again, like Henley. So these girls will be looking to prove themselves in the Cox 4. Could be a getting a bit difficult here. I see a lot of crews coming down now. Who can I spot? I think I can see a St George's College crew out on the outside, furthest from us, near to that Bishop's Park side. Looks like there might be some boys' 4s coming out now. So these boys J15 Cox 4s will be following these senior girls. Another girls 4 following them. Try and spot who that could be. Not entirely sure, but they should be seeing our last few girls 4s. We move to a few more. And it looks like potentially Henley Rowing Club might have broken the course record. We've had Henley have taken Championship Girls 8s and J16 8s. Just looking for confirmation on this course record for Henley. Be great to see that. Henley, I think, really put in a lot of hard work it's great to see success coming through for them. They had a tough year last year. Not Headington, are just very, very successful school. Not to take away from Headington, but Henley have also put in some hard work. So got to be a winner, but it's great to see them having some success now.
Shout out to Georgie Robinson Ranger of
shout out to
Henley.
Georgie Robinson Ranger, who hopefully will be letting me know about this course record.
Get her on for an interview later.
Yeah, hopefully these Henley girls should be coming up for presentations, and hopefully we'll be able to get them on your camera screens talking about how they found their race. Great to hear about how they found it. It's a tough course, yeah, for any parents who might be their first time watching a school's head, watching their kids race this brilliant event. It's 6.8 kilometres roughly, pretty long way. Regatta racing, you're looking at a flat 2 kilometre course, but of course here you've also got the added challenge of the steering, which can make a big difference. So that's why we're talking quite a lot about where these crews are steering along this line of boats. So it looks like we should have some more J15 4s coming down. Crew in white and black. Couldn't tell you who that is. Another blue. Just trying to spot these numbers. Eyesight is not quite that good.
Should have gone to Specsavers. Obviously, we're not brand biased.
Another crew in blue. Could be someone like Dulwich, not entirely sure. We've got Molesey.
That's Latimer
Molesey
there,
Rowing Club
344.
Have smashed the Cox Fours record. I mean, a huge win from them today. A huge margin over Walton to take that win. 18:42 from Molesey and the Cox Four. Shout out to them. We've got some more girls, some pretty sharp girls crew coming down. It looks like it could be from St George's College. This must be their J16 4 leading off this category. Coming up, there's looks like it could be an Emmanuel boat. They're following the J15 boys 4. We've got Kingston Rowing Club. I believe Kingston Rowing Club have a very successful junior girls program at the minute. These younger girls looking very slick as they come down here. Again, some crews taking that line a little bit narrow, looking at that dead water by Bishop's Park.
As dead as your chat.
Doing a good job coming down here. We're really winding up to these last 10 or so crews. Anyone out there watching, great to have you watching with us. So, trying to earmark who this is. Some more boys, J15s. It looks like could be another St George's crew potentially coming down. Not entirely sure. Possibly not St George's. Not quite the right colours. Very good line being taken by some Emmanuel J16 girls here. Right next to that boat width that we're aiming for away from this line of boats. Really shooting up this inside of this Putney High School crew. Putney High School might be kicking themselves. They haven't got that line that they want. Emmanuel looking very strong, just coming up. Brilliant race to the finish for these two girls, and it looks like we have a Latimer 4 coming up just behind them. Really looking at our last few crews here.
See a little bit of sunshine now.
Ryan Domain beneath us on his bike. Ryan Domain, Headington school coach.
Is that a shout out there?
Last few 4s coming down. Getting pretty crowded at the finish. Again, Marshall's doing a great job getting everyone out the way. He was safe. Looks like Jess Eddy also cycling past. Jess Eddy coaching at Putney High School, who are based in a lovely boathouse down at the end of the Putney embankment.
It's a lovely boathouse at the other end of the Putney embankment.
I'm not entirely sure who this crew is, but this could be our last crew. I can't quite see any more crews coming down.
354.
Number 354, that's Monmouth School for Girls Rowing Club. We do have up to number 356. I can't quite see. I know they're not quite our last crew yet. A few more crews coming down. Expecting 355 Emmanuel School Boat Club and 356 City of Cambridge Rowing Club to be coming down. Last few crews now. Brilliant racing we're seeing here today. Great to see some course records really with that all-important tailwind down this last part of the course. Junior rowing is looking very strong at the moment, and we've seen that reflected with a Champ 8 course record in both boys and girls rowing. from that St Paul's crew in the boys and Henley Rowing Club in the girls, who are the kind of
Hopefully we'll
pioneering
be getting
the top level of junior rowing at the moment.
some of those guys on for an
We've
interview later.
Not sure who this is, this crew coming down. They are actually angled a little bit towards these
It's like
boats.
356
Cox
to
has just
me.
made a correction.
356.
So 356, that would be the City of Cambridge Rowing Club. And it looks like we can see some marshals coming down, so that should be our last crew to come down. Very busy here. Last crew just crossing the finish. To a very successful School's Head. So yeah, we'll just we'll see these umpires launches. Great job from the umpires. It's been racing started at 1. We're now at 3 o'clock, so it's been 2 hours of hard work, keeping everyone safe, everyone happy. Some brilliant racing, brilliant results we're seeing. Anyone listening, send your athletes down to ICBC.
For an
Meet
interview.
the guys, come for an interview. We're hoping to have the Henley Rowing Club girls with us at some point. I think Spores boys, of course, can't forget, this is School's Head, still in school, might have some lessons to get back to, but we'll see who's around, have a chat to them later. And it's been great having everyone with us. I think that's us signing off for the moment.
Shout out to our... Don't know how many viewers we got. No, we're not. So yeah, we will have hopefully Henley Rowing Club and St Paul's on for an interview later, so stay tuned for that. Shout out to the IC boys there, timing the race, rigging the times. That is, of course, a joke. That is not true. There is no truth in the suggestion that maybe the times are rigged. Of course they're not. It's all legit. Shout out to the PLA there. Oh, I think that's a pair of ICBC tartan leggings on display. Perhaps the best stash ever made. Ever. Shout out to Rob KW of Imperial Boat there, driving that launch, keeping everyone safe. Top bloke. Absolute whopper. Looks like there's an Imperial reunion going on there. Rob coming to pick up the IC boys. We'll have live commentary on this, the most exciting of the school's head events today. You can see the hand over there. The megaphone makes it in. But here comes CD Riches to mix things up a bit. Oh, could have been a nasty crash there. Got it under control though. I think I see Edward Bentley there of Imperial College Boat Club. Yeah. Imperial College, perhaps the only university in the top 10 in the world rankings and the top 10 of the head of the river. Here comes Rob KW, excellent driver. Shout out to new IC Boathouse manager Mark Chatwin there. Don't know if he's on social media, but sure you could have a look.
Every now and then they're almost hitting the time. Yesterday, just you guys come through.
And that with Mark is Tom Smith of Windsor Boys and Junior Worlds fame, aka Noddy, barman of the IC First Aid, Imperial College physicist, all-round nerd.